Hey folks, my name is Jürgen, aka Nerd and Proud of It, and Destiny has brought you to my channel today to talk about the Magic the Gathering market. Yes folks, we're gonna talk about the market, and it's gonna be an uncomfortable video. It's one of those, I wouldn't say rant videos, but sometimes I voice my opinion very clearly. But before I do that, let me first welcome you, let me welcome all the old subs, all the new subs, and all the future subs maybe. You never know. Folks, we're almost at 900, and that means we're very close to the 1k, and that means we're getting a Black Lotus for the channel. But now, on to the market. Dual lands, it's the hottest topic. As you know, I bought this one like 2 weeks ago for 380 bucks, and I think it was a fair price, and I think it's not that low at the moment, but I've seen them as low as 350 here and there from untrustworthy sources. People will tell you dual lands are a safe investment. At the moment, they are not. People will tell you the unlimited duels like the plateau here are a safe investment, but at the moment, they are not. Duels are very dangerous. There are YouTubers out there that are convinced that old Magic, playable cards like the Disenchant, or iconic rares like the Lord of Atlantis from the Alpha set, Beta, Unlimited, doesn't matter. This is Alpha, are worth a lot. Think of Alpha Hoarder, for example. Hope he's right, but there are also people who think the Four Horsemen sets like Legends here, and of course Antiquities, but Arabian Nights over here and the Dark are sets that are pretty safe, because Arabian Nights might not be reprinted even with a different card back as a collector's edition, because it has so many cultural sensitive cards in them. The same goes for maybe Legends and the Dark. There are people that are convinced like old power and old high-end cards from Alpha, Beta, Unlimited, Four Horsemen, reserved list are not going down soon. Yeah, I will give you my opinion on everything in a bit, but let's sum up the opinions of everybody else first, and mine of course as well. There are people like Gem Mint MTG or Dual Brain MTG who think graded cards are a safe bet at the moment. And yeah, again, I hope they are right. Same as with the Alpha, Beta, Unlimited cards. People who think that these are a safe bet. I hope they're all right, because I got a significant position in these old cards. Obviously, I don't have a lot of Alpha, I don't have a lot of Beta, but I have a lot of Unlimited. I don't have a lot of graded cards. This is my only one, but yeah, you never know. It would be nice to have something safe. Other people think that old sealed product, or older sealed product, of course, Khans of Tarkir is only a couple of years old, is a pretty safe bet, because sealed investing is still a thing. There are many different opinions, and I think people are just looking for something to put their money in, because they love the game and they want to invest in the game. And invest doesn't necessarily mean buy to get money out of it, but they want to have some security. And I'm one of them. I at the moment don't buy anything because I don't feel safe about anything. The only thing, like I said, I bought was the Tropical Island for a very low price a couple of weeks ago, and that's because I want to complete my set of 40 duels no matter what, even if everything everything goes to zero. It's a different world at the moment. It's a difficult question. What is safe in Magic the Gathering at the moment? It's a very difficult question. I don't think anything is safe. The consumer confidence is shattered, and people don't want to hear this. And there are a couple of YouTubers that actually speak the truth. You can say about Rudy what you want, but definitely he is one of the people who probably will be hit the hardest when Wizards of the Coast is starting reprinting and the market goes down, because he has a significant position in everything, and he's still telling the truth. He's not telling you what you want to hear, or telling you a certain position of your Magic cards is still worth something because you have a position in that. I'm not saying like people out there who tell you it's safe to still buy graded cards because those always will be safe. most of those people have a significant position in graded cards. And again, I hope they are right, and I can understand the notion to tell you or tell their viewers that a certain position is better than another one, especially if you have that position. It would be the same if I would tell you like dual lands will be steady moving forward, but because I have like 40 almost together with the unlimited ones, and I got a couple of duplicate ones, so yeah, I got a substantial position in dual lands. And I could tell you that, but a couple of weeks ago I already told you, like, yeah, I think I made a video about it, and everybody was calling me crazy, but I said revised duels will tank because of the 30th anniversary edition. And looking at the market, they do. And it's not the revised duels, it's everything. I've seen a couple of high-end sales here and there. For example, the Library of Alexandria, I see a near mint go I had my eyes up on. And I got a really, really nice one here. But these kind of cards you always look at, of course, for above 3,000 euros. I've seen... what else did I see that was sold, which was really interesting? Yes, a Jusum Jin for 2,000 near mint, Arabian Nights. These kind of cards, and apparently they still sell, so there are still buyers out there, but I see a lot of cards which normally would have moved from the Alpha, Beta, Unlimited and Four Horsemen sets, which I have an eye on as well, not moving and still sitting in different stores, and that hasn't been the case. And I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist, just look at the graphs, look at what people analyze, and analyze it for yourself if necessary, if you don't believe it. But Magic the Gathering has been going down, the market has been declining, it has been tanking because of what is happening or has happened over the last couple of weeks. And I think it's okay to tell the truth, and I think people need to tell the truth, because I don't know if certain assets in the Magic the Gathering world are safe. I wouldn't advise you to buy certain things. I personally will probably pick up a couple of things in the future, but as I told you multiple times, I haven't been buying anything recently, except for one dual land. Okay. Give me that, folks. I needed to buy something to feel good about myself again. No, just kidding. I feel pretty good about myself. No worries. It was really just kidding. I think it's important to recognize that you should be careful who you listen to, and not to follow blindly what they're saying. And again, I'm not saying and I mentioned a couple of YouTubers in the video before. I'm not saying these YouTubers are telling bullshit. They honestly believe what they are telling you, and they might be correct. And they're all good guys, and I consider them buddies, so to say. I wouldn't say friends, because we haven't met personally, and I think that qualifies as one of the bases to call somebody a friend. But I've been talking with them a lot. Multiple of them, especially the smaller YouTubers, are a very nice community when it comes to Magic the Gathering content creators. So that's really cool. But even me, I mean, I tell you a personal perspective, and that's what I do. I tell you what I think, and that's why you're here, and that's why you listen to me, and I think that's important. But that doesn't mean I'm correct, and that doesn't mean others are correct, because they are biased. They think, like, okay, shit, I have a big position in sealed product. Of course, I think, because I am convinced this is the case. I have something that will remain valuable, because why should sealed product go down? Wizards is still selling sealed product for a very high price. Even older sealed product should be going up, but the same should be the case for other cards. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is, folks. Just keep in mind to make your own decisions. It's important to make up your own view. It's important to look at the market objectively, and it's okay to be subjective about it in certain things. I buy a dual land, although I know, and I have told you, the prices will go down, and I bought it in the trend down. So always be wise with your choices, even if you are willing to make the wrong choice. It doesn't mean it's the wrong choice, but you get what I mean. I was willing to buy a dual land and accepted that it might go down even further. And that's okay, because I want to have a complete set of 40, even if the market goes to zero. So I made a conscious choice to do that. But you have to do that too if you want to. You don't have to, of course. You can do whatever you want, but it would be smart to do that too. If you want to keep making the right financial decisions in the Magic the Gathering world, I think. So yeah, by all means, buy what you want to buy, believe what you want to believe. If you think sealed product is definitely not going down, then continue to buy sealed product if you feel good about it. The same goes for other positions. It doesn't matter, old cards, newer cards, who cares? As long as you know in the end the market is taking a heavy hit at the moment, and keep that in mind. And by all means, again, if you like certain cards and if you are collecting those, buy them. It's okay. If you don't want to get rid of your collection anyways, it doesn't matter. Just be aware that you could buy them somewhat cheaper in the future, maybe, but maybe not. Maybe the market will go up again. I don't see that happening soon, but still, you never know. So if you want to have that Library of Alexandria for $3,000 and you think it's worth it, and if it's worth it to you, and if you enjoy the game, and if you enjoy Arabian Nights and old sets, and you have the money, that's very important as well, of course. You have the money to spend, then yeah, by all means, buy it and be happy with it. I would do too, but personally, I am a bit more careful at the moment, simply because I have a lot of the cards I really want. And I think it's dangerous to assume the market will take a certain path, because Wizards of the Coast is unpredictable at the moment, and consumer confidence is at a low. And it's clear we as players, collectors, are not important. What is important are the big whales out there that spend a lot of money, and yeah, that seems to matter most to Wizards of the Coast, and I think they have lost touch with their base, and that's very dangerous for every product, I think, because if Magic the Gathering isn't popular anymore amongst the players and amongst millions of people, why should certain celebs or rich people or whatever, that only buy a certain particular asset when it comes to Magic the Gathering, why should they buy into like boxes of new sealed product and whatever? And at a certain point they can Jonesy wants me to finish the video, you hear this. At a certain point, it's, again, I can continue. At a certain point, continue for hours. At a certain point, they will stop buying as well, because it's not interesting anymore. And then where are the players that kept the game alive? And where are the collectors that kept the game alive? And where are the investors that kept the game alive for long term? I think it's an ecosystem, and the ecosystem at the moment is broken because Wizards of the Coast broke it. I'm gonna wrap up the video. I hope it came across in a way that makes sense. And these kind of videos, if you are still listening that late in the video, and there hasn't been happening a lot on the screen, so a lot of people are gone, and that's okay. But these kind of videos where somebody, in this case me, presents a controversial opinion, often get a lot of hate, and I'm quite used to it at the moment, which is very strange because I got a fucking small channel, and still people find it if I say something they don't like. It's crazy, and that's okay, but I think it's okay to voice your opinion, and you always should. And if you disagree with me, that's cool. That's awesome, because we all have our opinions. And if you think the Magic the Gathering market is at a high, and the 30th anniversary edition is the best thing that happened to Magic the Gathering since the establishing of the reserve list, kudos to you. I don't agree, but it's fair to have that opinion. That said, be cautious with what you do, be cautious with what you buy. Be aware that the market is taking heavy hits, and I don't think it's going to get better soon. So yeah, enjoy the game if you can, but be careful with your financial. I was so serious, and then I fucked up financial. Be careful with your financial decisions, folks. Stay healthy, stay frosty. Thanks a lot for listening. Talk to you next time. Bye bye.